Whispers ASMR. So today I wanted to show you how I've been doing my dip nails recently. And these are the before. You can see the polish I had on was chipping. So the first thing I use is this Sally Hansen gel cuticle remover. I also use a nail filer, and this is a 100/180 grit file. I also use this base coat and activator for my dip polish, and I got these on Amazon, so I will link this down below. They came as a set. I have a brush here that I can dip into nail polish remover if I make any errors or anything like that. You can clean it up with the brush. Then I also have a larger brush, and this is specifically for my dip nails. It looks like a makeup brush, but it is not. Today I will be using the Kiara Sky dip powder, and this is in the shade Rose Bonbon, and I really like the shade of this dip powder. So first things first, I'm going to be using the nail polish remover on my old polish. So the nail polish that I had on previously, I was not a huge fan of it. It started chipping like one day after I had put it on, and on top of that, it just wasn't the right color. I really like either a dark polish, or if I'm wearing a nude polish, I like it to be on the darker side. And this polish that I had here just didn't quite cut it. It was pretty light, and you could see a lot of the imperfections. Like I said, it chipped on my nails just a few days in, and the polish does tend to chip on my nails, especially if I'm playing piano a lot. But I felt like this was just excessive chipping. And then the rest of the polish that was left over was pretty stubborn, and it was kind of difficult to get off my nails. So I don't think I will be using that brand again, which is fine. I'll give the polish probably to my mom or my sister-in-law, and they might like it better than I did. But I've been trying to do a rotation of regular polish and then dip nails every so often. I don't like to wear dip all of the time, but it is a little bit easier, especially when I'm playing, for it to stay on my nails. So that's what we're gonna do today, is just try to put on some of that dip powder. And usually dip lasts on my nails for about 2 weeks. I know some people can get it the nail salon, if they do dip there, it's really hard for me to get off from there. But usually when I do it at home, it lasts for about 2 weeks. And like I said here, this polish was pretty stubborn. So you kind of see me struggling to get it off for a little while. I didn't have it on for very long, but had a pretty thick top coat on top, so I'm sure that had something to do with it as well, but it is all good. So now that it's all off, I'm going to go ahead and put on the gel cuticle remover from Sally Hansen. And I'll link all of these products down below for you guys. But here I'm just kind of putting it on my cuticles. And you're supposed to let this sit for at least 2 minutes. And you can let it sit for up to, I believe, 5 or 10 minutes. So I did let it sit for a little while off camera. And now I'm just gonna take my cuticle pusher and push back the cuticles. This, honestly, is my least favorite part when doing my nails. I do not like the way that this feels. So, yeah, it's not my favorite part for sure. But I did get this tool recently. It has a cuticle pusher on one end, and then the other side is just a nail cleaner. But I got this from Ulta. I had a gift card to use from there, and so I got this with that gift card. But I'll see if I can find a similar product on Amazon. I can't remember if this one was exclusive to Ulta or not, but I will find something similar and link it down below for you guys. And here I'm just working on my very last nail, and now we're done. So next I'm going to just file my nails down, and I like to do more of an oval shape to my nails. The square shape does not look as good on me, I feel like. I'm still in the process of growing them out though, so my preferences might change later on. And then here's the dip powder that we're going to be using today. This was the first time that I've used this color. So here we're just taking our base coat, and then what you want to do is paint a thin layer of the base coat on your nail. If you make any errors, that is where that brush dipped into some polish remover can help fix any mistakes. But here you just put a thin layer on, and after you put that thin layer on, you're going to want to dip your nail into the powder and hold it for a second. So I ended up dipping my nail back in for a second time because there was a small portion that didn't get any powder on it the first go around. try to tap off any excess powder, and then I move on to my next nail. So here once again, I'm just going to do a very, very thin coat and then dip right into the powder and shake any of the excess off. I like to save the brushing of the nails for the end. I like it to dry as much as possible first before I brush any off. I've also seen a few videos where if you're prone to making mistakes after you've dipped your nails and they've dried a bit, I've seen where you can take a skewer and run that along your cuticle, the bottom edge of your nail, and get that perfectly straight line. But in this case, I was pleased enough with the results, so I didn't spend my time doing that. And we'll just keep dipping these nails until they're all done. I really liked how this color was looking. Some of the reviews said that it was a little brown and looked more tan in certain lighting, but I found that it was more of a mauvey nude color, and there I'd made a small mistake, so I tried to fix it as best I could with that brush and some of the polish remover. Here I just will take the larger brush and go over the nails, wiping off any of the excess. That is an important step. Do not miss, so definitely do that. And these are what my nails looked like. I ended up doing another application in the dip powder with the base, and then dipping the nails again. But here I am putting the activator on my nails. The activator helps to harden the dip powder, and this is what makes your nails last for so long. So putting this on, you do have to let it sit and dry, and it takes about a minute, sometimes 2 minutes for your nails to fully dry with the activator on them. Once your nails are dry, they will sound really kind of like glass almost when you tap on them. It is a very interesting sound, but once you hear that noise, you'll know that it is okay to go ahead and start working with your nails. But like I said, those nails will sound pretty hard, and you'll be able to feel it too. So here, my nails have dried, the activator has worked, and the next step that we will take is we will need to file down the dip powder. So this is the only bad thing I believe about dip nails, is it does take some time to file everything down to be very even. So here you can see you have to file the edges and all of the top pieces of your dip nails. I have an electric filer for this as well, but didn't want to use it. I was worried it would get a lot of dust on the camera. So this time I am actually just putting on a regular top coat, and this is the gel-like top coat from Essie. I tried the top coat that came with the dip nails, and I did not care for the shine factor. It was not as shiny as I had wanted, and while I love this Essie top coat, I found that I didn't like it on top of the dip nails as much as I had hoped. Normally it has a great shine factor to it, but it ended up looking a little dull to me. So later on I put a regular top coat of gel on these and loved it so much better, cured it with my little lamp, and it looked really good then. The last and final step that I do is I take this little cuticle pen and I put some of the oil just along my cuticles. It can be drying, especially using dip powder and then having to file. It can be drying on your nails. So putting on that cuticle oil at the end really helps. And that is pretty much my whole entire process for dip nails. I really thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that it helped relax you and calm you. And here's the finished product of my nails. The oil has all been rubbed in. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more nail tutorials or makeup tutorials, just let me know. Here I am messing around with the ISO because I finished my other hand, and there's the final product. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening.